Hey, I'm Scotty, and in this tutorial I'll show you how to draw a car using this old rusty pickup truck as a good example. So the first thing I want you to do is draw a line on the bottom just to help us with the perspective, like that. And now where do we want the front wheel? Well, the front wheel's kind of in the middle, maybe a little bit to the left, there. That's that middle wheel that's closest to us. And I'm going to set that front width, this distance, this far, it's about 1.5 inches across. And then we go up here to set the perspective. And just that angle there is going to be the front car perspective. And then the back, how far do we go back? I'm going to get the width, the front width, and go 1.5. So now I can transfer the ratio here, go across, put that there, and come across that distance to there. So, but the wheel's up here, there's an angle, so how far does it come up? Well, you can compare it to the front tyre, so that is quite a shallow angle, and I'll compare that to how many go up to this side. And comparing it, it's roughly about 2. So I could come across here and put the same height first, and then go up another one there. I have my 3 points of the wheels, and that's the most important part, is to get the perspective first. Now we want to do this outline of the bottom of the car, but you want to make sure the bottom of the wheels hit these points. So I'm going to just quickly give you a little bit of a guide here. If you divide that space into 4 sections, about 1/4 of that is how far the wheel comes out this way. That's where you want the bottom of the wheel is, so I can go up to there, and then mirror that the other side, like so. And we're hitting that point there. Once again, we're just drawing a very basic loose shape for the bottom of the wheels. Now we have that bottom of the car, and on most modern cars it'd be very straight, but we've got lots of different shapes here. So I'm just going to follow some of the shapes. Go up, there's a bumper bar, and there's the front hood there. Now let's do the back wheel. And the bottom of the wheel has to hit this point. So I'll do the same thing. I'm roughly going to estimate how far the wheel comes out on each side there. Let's draw an oval, bottom of an oval there. And same with this one, we connect it up. That's where that stand is to get into the car. So I'm going around, there's a little bit of a hood shape there where the cover is. And then up, still going at that angle. And then it comes in, very rough. So now you have the perspective set at the bottom of the car, really important. You have this line here and this angle here. Now we just have to draw the top outline. And I say just, I know this is quite a challenge. I want to find the height. So I can compare it to the width. And so with my fingers on the reference, compare it. It's roughly 2 widths of the front from those 2 points there up, maybe a little bit less. No, that's all right. Now that, and then here. Then the front nose of the car on that hood, that's what we want to find next. So from the point on the side here to the top of the canopy above this wheel, it's about halfway. Isn't that great? And then out a little bit because it's a bit higher than that. But then if we want to go up to the light, we do halfway between the nose and this corner here. So go around that bumper bar and then up to that point. So we have a little light there, it's a round shape, and then we have the top hood shape there. Now the corner of the windscreen, if we're coming across here, slightly going up, but we stop about halfway between this side and here. So let's draw that line. And now we can go up to the top where we have our original point for the canopy. So going angled and then curving up to that point there because it's a nice curve on the top of the roof. So come up from the tyre here vertically to the same height here. So halfway between those 2 points is about there. I say it's slightly to the right more. A subtle curve going up and then down at that point. Then halfway between this, where the bottom of the car is there, and the top of the canopy is here. There. And that is where the point is there. Maybe it's a bit higher. So we can connect those. So it goes almost quite flat. And then as it gets towards the end, it tilts up just slightly. And then connect it all up. Halfway there's a kink and then it curves around for that back cover. All right, wow, we've got the whole silhouette. Now we're going to go on to breaking up into smaller shapes. So the first shape I'm going to do is the windscreen, which is starting from the top. And that is about 2/3 across from here. And at the same angle, come up from that point and put a dot. It goes curving up and then down and across like that. So that curve there is similar to that one, and then angle down. We've got 4 little dots. Okay, next shape we're going to do is the nose of the car. So halfway between the top and this light, here I'm going to put a dot there. Pretty much straight all the way across. Now you can break down these shapes any way you like, but I'm going to continue with this bumper bar. Let's continue this line. Has an angle on it. Now let's do the lights. Lights are also a tricky part of the sketch, apart from the wheels, so we'll get there. And then fitting in a nice oval here. So the top of the light is coming across there from the other light, maybe angled down just subtly in line with this one, and the same height as this. And then you can just put 2 dots the same height as the width there, like almost like a circle, an oval to the middle. I might go back further than my dot. Let's add a little circle, but a broken bit there to show where the globe goes. So it cuts through from the number plate up there, goes up this way, up to that same point, and let's go curve down. Now you have to draw this section here, so go straight down and connect to your bottom lines there. And a little bit further down from here, we go up there and continue that line around these wheels. The next step is to do hole cutout for this wheel cover. Continue that now up around here, and we can add that wheel cover. It cuts into this wheel, cuts past there. We're getting down to the wheels finally. We have to do a mirror. So if this is the bottom and it's a slight curve, we have to find that point at the angle. The wheels are a bit angled back like that. And so we find a point directly above, about here. And that means we continue this oval up to that point. Now the inner hub, so we're making smaller and smaller ovals that are within this shape, and add the thickness of your tire like that. You can also come in a bit. The actual width is a bit narrower than the height bits. So we've got that, and then on this side, come down there on the side, and you've got dots just to guide you for that shape. And now I'm drawing a mini version of those ovals. So I draw this next oval here like this, and see how it looks like it's got depth, it's going in. And the next one this way. I'm not going to add all the details. Well, that is the tricky bit done, the lights and the wheels. Now let's add the rest of the detail. Down to about there. Side mirror goes up, and a circle. The same thickness all the way around, like that. The back windows behind, so let's draw them really lightly as well. And we also have a steering wheel, which would be useful. Let's make this edge a bit thicker here. So let's go across. So from there, let's just draw each silver bit. I'll try and do a little bit curving on the other side. I'm only fitting about 3. The double line there, and then there's support struts. The line here. Okay, that's all the line work. Now let's get on to watercolor. So the first color I'm going to use is a combination of viridian green and turquoise. So this is going to be a very light wash, very loose strokes here. It doesn't have to be right between the lines. So it seems very light here, but as we go across, we'll make it darker and darker as we go. This is Payne's Grey. We're going to do the darker sections. I'm doing the rim of the window and then also the background. And around this bit, around that side mirror, because we'll make that a lighter grey later. Around those wheels, wheel hubs. So now let's use burnt sienna. So I'm touching it in there. Stand here is actually rusty, so I'll just be rusty there, and then it will blend in. Rust here and there. Splatters also work. Not everyone likes splatters, but you can Now that it's quite dry, the brush, you can put your finger out and holding the end. I'm just tapping lightly, and then it gets more random. To do this back section, just in the back of the pickup, let's add some cadmium red to that. We'll add that in without touching the green, so I'm leaving a white bit there. Now we want to do the little silver details. So what you do is you add lots of water to make this into a weak consistency, so weak tea consistency. So for example, this light, you can see how white it is at the bottom left. So I'm just going to add the silver bit at the top, and then this white all going around. So you just add little bits of dots and speckles of light grey. Now the side mirror, right in the middle, sap green. I just want to very subtly add the greenery in by doing some broad strokes, and then we'll add texture onto that. So here we just add some nice expressive strokes here that stop at the car. Interesting strokes. Yellow ochre. So we're starting with more saturated, that's yellow ochre, and we're going to add a bit of Payne's grey as we go across, changing the colour. So now we've done the main shapes of colour, let's do the shadows, because it's a nice layer to do the next biggest layer. This is ultramarine, I forgot to mention, my brain's still kicking in, getting into gear. So we've got that, and a tiny bit of purple lake or rose. And then behind this light, there'll be a shadow, so behind the light there. This side of the cabin, like that, and down across the windshield, like that. Now add a really light stroke just through this white section, just on the curve. Like that. Across there, back of the wheel, and underneath the car, right up to the back wheel. So that's the shadows simply done. Now I'm going to let that dry again, and we're going to do some details. With the details, we just use the colors that we had before, and let's add some spots and little dots and brush strokes around those areas to make them stand out. On this surface here, it's a curved surface, so I'm going to add a bit of a dot there. This is like the dark highlights, I like to call them. This is where you can also add some splatters across. I'll aim it this way. There we've got some nice texture. And then some strokes. So this shows the shadow, perhaps in the trees behind. Some extra spots in there to brighten it up. Some of them have disappeared. And then also, it's really dark behind the wheel here, so I'm going to add another stroke there. So the last thing is to add highlights. I have my Uniball Signo pen here, and there's already lots of, I would put it on that wheel cover there, and the light, so that's where it would reflect there too, reflecting it back. You can add some little reflections too in there. I don't usually sign things, but let's just write your name in the corner like that, Scottie. So that's how I sketch a pickup truck using ink and watercolor. I hope you enjoyed the process. If you like the full version, it's over on my Patreon membership. So I put the full version there along with all my entire library of full tutorials. There's the reference, there's a community, you can post your sketch and you can ask me a question. Otherwise, there's another tutorial right here on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.